Before you ever played WoW, rank your Warcraft 3 race and order, your favorite. I like Night Elf. There was a thing where we had like a unspoken rule in my house where if my older brother picked Totodile and my second brother picked Cyndaquil, I always had to pick like the last one, and I got Chikorita, and I thought Chikorita was... It was cute, but it wasn't that cool. Like Cyndaquil and Totodile is way cooler, right? Chikorita's a fucking what? Looks like a turnip walking around. And for Warcraft 3, my older brother played human and my second brother played orc. So I played Night Elf. So I always played Night Elf. I don't know. Night Elf's my favorite. And then I'd say my love for human and orc is kind of the same. But I always like that. Chikorita Slander. Okay, you tell me if this guy looks cool, okay? That looks like a Pokemon for girl, man. Totodile. Now that right here, you know, is for men. And then there's Cyndaquil. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is for men. You know, big flame, big badass dog and dinosaur over here. And then a fucking leaf. A fucking leaf with the pearl necklace. Oh, Pepper. Crocodilo Bombardilo. Okay, it was cute. I didn't hate it. I ended up like really liking Chikorita, right? Because it's my Pokemon. And I gave it a lot of love, okay? What would you make your Team 6 and OG Pokemon? I don't remember, but I always had this green dinosaur. What is that green dinosaur called? Pokemon Green Dinosaur. This one, oh my, I loved this dinosaur. This was like a copium Totodile for me, guys. The fuck is this? Does he turn into an airplane later? Okay, I didn't play up to this. I played up to this only. I always had that guy. I think I had a Gyarados, the red one, the shiny one. I had Chikorita, obviously. Dude, I don't remember. I was so old. I think we have our Pokemon packs too. I know I have my Legend of Zelda pack. I love Legend of Zelda. Such a good game. I remember spamming... Was it Lance, guys? The last boss in Pokemon? There's like this gym you go to and you fight like the Shadow, the Stone, the Ice, and then you fight the guy with like the Dragonite. The Elite Four. Yeah. I would always hatch an egg and put that Pokemon in the front. And then when we start the battle, return, put out my big guy so that we get the EXP. I always did that. I spammed that Dragonite boss guy. The weirdest thing though in our family was, I think my second brother kept calling it this. I know you guys now have Pokemons that like fight each other and bite each other, but back then ours was like attack. It was like, right? And then the dragon classes, they had like this hyper beam. It goes like, and they shoot it out, right? My second brother always called that like pee. He's like, I'm gonna pee on you. It sounds weird now that we're older and talking about it, but as kids, that was like our thing. It was like funny, you know? And he was like, oh, I'm gonna... It sounds weird in English. It wasn't in Korean, right? He would be like, Tigon Ojin, meaning like burning hot pee. Okay, it sounds really weird in English. It was kind of cooler in Korean. But yeah, every time we like had dragons battling, we would always say like... I don't want to say it now because it's weird, but... Yeah, it was like a piss cannon, basically. It sounds really bad in English, but... In Korean, it's pretty funny, you know? Feel my blazing hot pee move. Yeah, it's kind of like that. It was like a joke we did and it was funny. I had a Blastoise. I'll tell you this one last funny story and then I'll end stream, guys. So, my older brother got the gold version and we just bought a Game Boy Color. And then my second brother eventually got the silver version. And obviously I'm the youngest one. I always get passed down all the junk. So I got passed down the red Pokemon version, right? Later I got Crystal from a friend, but I had the red Pokemon. on a Game Boy Black and White. And I got to max level, beat the Lance guy or Rance guy, whatever you call him, the 4 elite. There was a night where I went to bed. And I see my brother playing at night. And he's like, yo, I'm gonna catch a Mewtwo for you, okay? And then he's like playing. Because I didn't know where Mewtwo was at that time. But he's like, I see Mewtwo in the cave. I think I can find him. And he's like, I gave him my Game Boy. He put on this light. Back then, it's like ancient lore for Zoomers, okay? This is a Game Boy. We would plug in this thing with the little twirl. And it would have a light, right? And then we could play in the dark and not get caught by our dad or mom, right? Anyways, he put this bad boy on. He spent all night. I woke up and he's like, yo, I got Mewtwo. And then he showed it to me, but it was on his Game Boy. And I was like, wait a minute. And then I turn on my game. I'm on a new account. He traded all the Pokemon to his, because in the gold and silver version, you cannot get the original Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle. So he would make a new account, trade Charmander after catching a rat, so that he has one Pokemon still, and then trade Bulbasaur and everything, all 3 of them. And I was on the new account. I was like, dude, what the fuck? This is so fucked up. And he's like, don't worry, man. I have all your Pokemon in my account. I traded them all for rats to you. And then I basically started a new account, but it was like a Smurf account. Now I had like all my max levels, so I could just blast through it. But I still had to get my bike again, my all these little things. And I remember I was so pissed about that, man. So my older brother's done some shady stuff to me, but we're still in good bonds, and it's not that serious, right? But in gaming, he did a lot of shady stuff to me. There was a time... Okay, one more story. You guys heard this one. In TVC, we were so bad at making gold because we only PvP'd, and we did a slash roll so that we could funnel gold, and one person gets the flying mount for 5,000. I think it was 5,000 gold, right? And we did a slash roll, and we would go in order who gets first. So it was my brother Mike, me, and my brother Steve. This is my older brother Steve again, okay? And we all grinded. Mike got his epic mount. He's zooming around. Now he can farm gold faster. And now it's my turn. And all together, we had like 4,000 gold. And I'm flying to Blaze Edge Arena to do the Ogre quest where you touch the stone. It goes like dung, 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 right? There's like this memorizing pattern shit. I'm doing every single world quest, right? And then on the flight path there, I suddenly DC. And it's like, okay, I got hacked. I can't log in, big bro. I cannot log in, big bro. You need to call Blizzard for me, big bro. And he's like, all right, 1 second, man. I got you. He goes in the corner. He's like calling Blizzard and whatnot. And he comes back and he's like, yo, they're going to fix it soon as possible for you, okay? Soon as possible. I'm like, okay, man. 5 days go by. I'm literally becoming the guy shoving the remote control up his ass, right? What is that guy called? WoW remote control. I'm freaking out, guys. I want to play WoW. I'm addicted to WoW. This is me. Okay? Then go ride your bike with Tyler and Luis and whatnot. So I do that. And then my older brother ends up getting his epic flying mount first because I don't have my account, right? And then I log on to my character after my brother said, okay, your account is back, and I got it back, right? I log in, all my characters naked, and I'm heartbroken. I'm about to cry, man. I'm like in 5th grade or 6th grade, I don't remember. I'm about to cry. I log in. I've already gotten hacked before, right? Because there was a lot of hacker back then. And I remember if you get hacked, you get a mail from Blizzard. And it says Blizzard on this, right? But when I logged in, all my gear was in my bag. It was just my gold was gone. And I found out that my older brother changed my password because I was giving him 15 bucks so that I could use his card to play. And he changed my password and fed all his gold to his so he could get the mount first. I was like, dude, this guy did this to me for a month. Oh man, that is so fucked up. Anyway, that's the story. He did the Pokemon dirty and the WoW dirty. Crazy, dude. Crazy. Holy moly, man. Yeah, my older brother was kind of a demon. This guy's like Yasuo, man. He's nice, but when it came to gaming, he did that a lot. Yeah. There's also a story where I was playing with the mouse. The Bomberman story. And the mouse was unplugged the whole time and it was an AI, but I thought I was playing because I was a kid. And I was never playing. It was always my brother Mike and Steve playing and I thought I was playing with them. My brother was like, yo, the mouse is going to help you play. It's like AI that plays with you. And I was always like, I was never playing with them, bro. I found out later. Freaking A, man.